Hi, welcome to class. My name is Ellen McKay. Always happy to be here with you, and congratulations on taking some time out for yourself. Today's class is going to be an easy, gentle class. I don't even have a yoga mat here, so sometimes we just need to be able to move the body without any special props or anything. Here comes my puppy Roosevelt. Um, this is what it's like to practice at my house. If I get on the floor, my animals come to join me, so maybe that's what it's like for you too. So don't mind if you hear his breathing. He's just helping me to remind myself to breathe. So again, today's class is going to be easy, gentle practice. You're more than welcome to practice from a chair. I'm going to be sitting. I have a little blanket I'm sitting on just because it feels better for my hips. So get cozy wherever you are, in whatever seated position feels good for you in this moment. Let's take the shoulders up and back a couple times. Get a little movement here. Nice. We're going to hit all the main spots today: neck, shoulders, low back, hips. Eyes can close if you want. We'll do a little centering. Reminding ourselves to come back to just this breath, just this inhale, and just this exhale. So whether the eyes are closed or open, start to feel the muscles around the eyes soften. Sometimes it can be helpful to blink the eyes a few times and then just let the eyes softly close. So maybe they close all the way, maybe they close halfway. No requirements here today. And then feel that softening move down around the jaw and the mouth. So the lips relax, the tongue softens from the roof of the mouth. And from there, neck starts to relax, shoulders soften down, arms feel a little more relaxed, a little more heavy. Hands soften, legs soften, belly softens. Just find some gentle breaths. Feeling the breath move through the body. Belly, ribs, chest expand, and then everything softens. Let's take about 3 more breaths, your own pace. Feel the breath move in and move out. Very nice. Try to stay connected to the breath. That's going to be our anchor for today, or our home base. If the eyes are closed, slowly begin to blink the eyes open, coming back to your space. And let's find our posture. So I would say during the day, our breath and our posture are kind of the things that we forget about most of the time, and it's one of the easiest things to come back to. So you think about, am I taking a breath in? Am I taking a breath out? Can it be a little fuller? Can it be a little more relaxed? And also let's think about our posture throughout the day. If you're sitting at a desk, whatever you're doing, working on your phone, usually we tend to start to round forward, kind of whatever we're doing. We sit in a lot of cushy chairs. That's just kind of what's around us, and we tend to round back, kind of close off this space a little bit. Sits bones are the two little bony parts that connect down to your chair, the floor, your blanket, wherever you're seated. And maybe start to rock a little front to back or side to side. Feel those spots and see if you can imagine like they're pointing straight down. So we tend to maybe tilt our pelvis a little forward or a little back. See if you could kind of bring that pelvis right to neutral. From there, the spine starts to lift up and out of the pelvis through to the crown of the head. So not always the top of the head, but the crown of the head, like where a crown would sit. We want that lifting straight up. And what that does is help the neck be nice and long. Roosevelt thinks I'm here just for him today, so don't mind his neediness. We all need a little snuggle every once in a while, though. Someone to just pat us and let us know that everything's going to be okay. And maybe that's what that practice can be for you today. So find that tall spine, up through the crown of the head, down through the sits bones. Feel the length in the spine. Good. So when we take the crown of the head up, we feel that length along the back of the neck, which especially if we work at a computer or we work on our phones a lot, the head can start to come forward and that mid-back can start to round. So feel that length in the spine. Good. Breathe there for a couple more rounds. Nice. Now let's start to find some movement in the spine. As I was saying, we tend to tilt the pelvis forward or back. We're going to purposely tilt the pelvis forward, lift up through the chest, open up through that front body, that area that kind of gets closed off sometimes as we just naturally sit and move in our day. And then as we exhale, round the spine, pull the belly button back, chin towards the chest, open up that space between the shoulder blades. And let's do that a few more times. So tilt the pelvis forward again, lift up and open through the chest, shoulders drop down. Good, and exhale to round. Good, one more time, inhale, open up, and exhale, round. Good, bring it back to center. Feel that nice tall spine. Let's roll the shoulders up and back again. Great, inhale. Hands can lift. Let's get a little stretch here for the arm. So we're just going to reach one arm up and then the other stretching through the side of the body. Just a couple more reaches. Good. And then as we take that left hand up, right hand's going to come down and just reach up and over maybe. Good. Back to center. Reach that right arm up, left hand goes down, and maybe we take it over to the side. Let's do that a couple more times each side. Switch it out, left arm up, nice big stretch, and then maybe reach over. Good, back to center, switch it out, right arm up, and then maybe over. Very nice, one more time each side, left arm up, and over. Center, right arm up, and over. Back to center, reach both arms up. Fingertips towards the ceiling, then press the palms up, so stretch through the backs of the wrists or the bottoms of the wrists. Good, bring the fingertips down towards the floor, so stretching through the top of the wrist. Circle, and we're going to keep circling the wrists as we slowly lower our hands all the way down. Good, fingertips come down to the sides of the chair, the floor, mat if you're there. Let's take the chin down to the chest and slowly start to bring the head side to side. Good. Jaw softens a little bit more. Maybe you can notice those muscles around the eyes. Good. Great. Head eventually goes to the right. Left arm reaches down. A few breaths here. you want to add a little more to that stretch, you can take the right hand to the ear and just using the weight of the arm, opening up a little more through that left side. 3 more breaths wherever you are. Good. Release that side. Slowly switch. Same thing here. If you want, take that left hand to the side of the head, let the weight of the arm open up that right side a little more. And breathe. Good. Exhale, release. Bring the head back to center, all the way back up. Again, roll the shoulders up and back. Great, let's do a little bit of range of motion, mobility work for that upper body. So taking the left arm, reach it up and back. So your circle, your half circle doesn't have to look like mine. Maybe the arm is more out to the side. Maybe it's even more up overhead, doesn't really matter. We're just working through that shoulder space. Getting a little twist into, nice. Let's do one more time, forward. And then bringing it back to center. Same thing other side. Right arm up and back. Sweeping through those kind of rainbow movements. One side might even be different than the other. Nice, again. Good, last time. And bring it back. Gentle twist to the left. So maybe that right hand stays here on the right knee or right thigh. Open up, mostly just upper body first. So feel that chest turn towards the left. Maybe head follows. Good. Bring it back to center. Left hand's going to stay where it is. Right hand goes to the side or behind and twist. Just getting some movement into that thoracic spine or that kind of mid back space. Good. Unwind. Let's go back to the left. So maybe keep the right hand where it is, or if you want, cross it over. Keep the spine long as you twist. Maybe now we're twisting a little more through that belly. Up to you. 2 more breaths. Very nice. Bring it back to center. Switch it out. So maybe left hand stays on the knee. Maybe it crosses over. Long spine. Inhale and exhale. Good. Unwind yourself. Come back to center. Now we're going to take those legs out in front. So if you're seated in a chair, you're just going to bring your feet a little bit wider than the hips. Let me scoot back just a bit so you can see a little better here. So my hands are going to come behind me. I'm going to bring my feet wide. Knees are going to slowly drop from side to side. Same thing if you're in a chair. You're just taking those knees, rocking them side to side. Knee doesn't have to drop all the way down in the center or to the outside. It's, again, up to you. We're just getting some movement here for hips and legs. Great. Another couple rocks, side to side. Great. Bring it back to center. We're going to have left leg in, right leg out. So if you're in your chair, take that right leg kind of long out to the side. Left leg can just kind of stay in the center. Inhale, hands lift. And we're going to turn the belly towards that right foot, right knee. Maybe the hands come to the thigh as we tilt a little bit forward. If you're on the floor, maybe you bring the hands down towards the shin or the foot. Wherever you are on your chair or the floor is great. Tuck the chin a little bit, lengthen through the neck. And breathe. Good job. One more breath. Nice. Bring it up to center. We'll switch it out. So take right leg in, left leg out. Inhale, hands lift. Turn the chest towards the foot. Hands come to the thigh first, and we're going to tilt the pelvis. Great. From there, if you want, you can walk the hands down to the shin or the foot. One side might be different than the other, so you might need a little different of a variation. Soften what you can for 2 more breaths. Very nice. Slowly come back up. Great. Bring those legs back to center in a chair or on the mat. Inhale, hands lift. Exhale, we're going to bring our fingertips down either to our thighs. Again, start that lean forward, that tilt of the pelvis, or hands can come down towards the floor, maybe walking the hands forward, coming into that forward fold. Stretching through the back. Good. And breathe. Great. Slowly come back up. And let's take a moment to recenter. Find those sits bones. Feel the pelvis kind of come to neutral. From there, spine lifts up, crown of the head lifts up. Breathing here. Taking this time just for you. If the eyes are closed, slowly blinking the eyes back open. Let's roll those shoulders up and back. Now we're going to change our shape. So if you're on the floor, we're going to come to hands and knees. If you're sitting on your chair, go ahead and come to stand and just bring your hands on the seat of the chair. So if you're in your chair, if you're using your chair, maybe your hands are here on the seat of the chair and you're standing. Or hands and knees on the floor. Let's take a few breaths, rock those hips side to side. We're just going to get a little more movement for this lower body. We've been doing a lot of upper body work here. Now it's time for the lower body. Good. So from here, let's find some more of those cat and cow movements. Inhale, pelvis tilts down, lengthen through the front of the body. Exhale, round the spine. Good. A few more just like that. Inhale. Open up. Exhale, round. Again, inhale. And exhale. Good. Come back to neutral. Let's find some balance. Right foot's going to reach back. Same thing if you're using your chair. Tuck the toes, press through the heel, get a little stretch for calf and foot. If you want, lift the right leg. Maybe left hand walks a little forward or reaches forward. Try to keep that rib cage lifting up towards the spine, so lots of support here for the core. Good job. Release it all and shake it out. Circle the wrists a little bit. Rock the hips. Take a little movement of your own. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So now we're going to take left foot back, tuck the toes under, same thing, press up back through the heel. Good. When you're ready, lift that left leg. Use those left glutes. Right hand can stay where it is. It can walk a little forward. You can reach forward. Keep that rib cage hugging up. Really long from fingertips to heel. 2 more breaths. Good. Come back again to that tabletop shape. Circle the wrists out, rock the hips. Good. A couple different options here. So whether you're in your using your chair or on the floor, you can take one foot back and then the other, work a little bit more into the backs of the legs, feet. Or if it feels good for you today, maybe hands can do the mat, tuck the toes or the floor. And press one heel down and then the other. Good. Couple more breaths wherever you choose to be. Nice. We'll start to come to a forward fold. So feet can come to the hands or hands can come to the feet. Hands can always rest on the chair, thighs, shins. You can even put your elbows on the thighs if that low back needs more support. And let the head be heavy. Soften again around the lips, the eyes, neck and jaw. Great. Let's take the hands to the shins or the thighs or the chair. Lift up halfway, nice long spine. Exhale, fold again a little bit. Bend the knees, press into the heels. Use that chair if you want, or take those arms, reach them out and up. Nice big reach up. Find that tall spine. Exhale, circle those wrists. Slowly lower the hands back down to the sides. Good. Shoulders roll up and back. Wonderful. All right, let's work a little bit more on balance. I'm going to bring my chair in just so you can see how to add it in. But as always, you can do what works for you. So I'm going to have my chair kind of facing away from me. We're going to start with balancing star and then move a little bit more towards half moon. You always get to choose where you end up. So take the arms wide and take the feet wide. So we're like big star, 5-pointed star, reaching fingertips out, crown of the head up, feet down. Spread out, take up all the space you can. Great, we're going to start to shift to the right. That's just where my chair happens to be. And you can take your right hand to the chair as you lift the left leg. Or if you feel pretty balanced today and you want to try without the chair, go ahead. So we're kind of finding just this side balance. If you feel like you want to go a little bit farther, you can take that right hand down to the seat of the chair. Maybe that leg lifts up a little bit more. Again, if you don't want to use the chair at all, that's fine too. Good. 2 more breaths. Whatever variation you're in. Good. Come back to that 5-pointed star. Feet wide, hands wide. Tall spine. Good. Hands come to the hips. Lift up tall. We're going to fold forward. So knees bend. Hands can stay on the hips or the thighs. Or maybe you start to slide those hands down towards the floor. Head can be heavy if that feels okay. And breathe. One more breath. Good. Knees bent, hands to the thighs. Press into the heels. Rise back up. Roll those shoulders back. I'm going to switch my chair. Take it to the other side. Good. Again, let's take those arms wide and feet wide. So big 5-pointed star. Spread out, take up this space. Good. This is a great little gentle stretch for chest and shoulders. So if you have that tendency to feel a little bit more rounded, this just helps to strengthen those posture muscles and open up through the chest and the shoulders. Great. So now we'll start to move into our balancing star. So take that left hand. If you're using the chair, start to tilt over. Maybe that right foot lifts. Good. Find that balance here. If you want to play around by taking the hand off the chair, go ahead. Great. And then if you want to move a little more towards that half moon, Take that left hand, bring it down to the seat of the chair. Right foot lifts a little bit more. Or again, maybe you're playing around without the chair. Finding those wobbles is awesome. That's how we build strength. Good. Couple more breaths wherever you are. Nice. We'll meet back together in that 5-pointed star. So feet wide, arms wide. Hands to the hips. Lift up tall. Fold forward. Same thing here. Hands can stay on legs. Maybe you pull that chair back in, bring the hands on the seat, or start to let the head be heavy. Hands may come down towards the floor. Let the head have a little shake here, letting go of any tension left over in the neck. Good. Bend the knees, hands come to thighs or hips, press into the heels. Use those strong legs to rise up. Great. Roll the shoulders up and back, step those feet back together. Okay, we're going to come back either to seated in the chair or all the way down to the floor, mat, wherever you're practicing. And if you're practicing on the floor or mat or bed, come all the way onto your back. If you're in your chair, just kind of lean back against the back of the chair, letting the back of the seat support you. If you happen to have something nearby that you can put your feet up on, go for it. Same thing, if you're on the floor and you have a place to elevate your feet, you got a wall nearby or maybe a pillow or blanket that you can put your feet up on, or put something underneath the knees or the thighs, go for it. If you don't, just get cozy wherever you are. Let's just take a gentle rock of the head side to side. Unwinding any leftover tension in that neck, shoulder, upper body space. And then let the head be heavy. Bring your attention to your belly. Notice the gentle rise and fall again of the breath. Notice the length of your inhale and exhale. And if you'd like, take the exhale a bit longer than the inhale. Letting the nervous system know it's time to rest, time to relax. You are safe. staying here as long as you'd like. Thank you for practicing with me today.